Welcome guys to another glorious day here in Miami, Florida. What I have right beside me is a Lamborghini Aventador Svj Roadster. It is the LP 770-4. It is one of 800 produced worldwide in this Roadster configuration. A very, very cool car, especially in this cherry red metallic color that I hope is being portrayed the right way through the camera lens. It is outstanding. It's one of the better ones I've seen. I've seen quite a few SVJs here at the shop, but this has got to be one of the ones that I really enjoy thoroughly. Looking at the brake calipers, it's more of a gloss red. Hopefully we can do a caliper refinishing on that, but I don't think that's in the cards for this car. For this car, I think it's getting the suspension to get it lowered. I believe it's getting a performance exhaust system as well. And I believe it's getting a tune because you need more horsepower than 770 horsepower, I think. And also, last but not least, the Anrky performance wheels. It is a new wheel model that I do not believe that we've featured on this channel before. So I'm very excited to see what that wheel looks like in person and what that wheel looks like on the car. So without further ado, let's get into the build. So you might be wondering why I'm not in the usual boring Wheelsboutique or Anrky or HRE, Novitec or 1016 attire, any of those. It's because it's my birthday, so that's why I'm all looking jazzy and all that good stuff. It's kind of windy here today. I should have put some anti-frizz in my hair, but forget all that stuff. What we got behind me today is my buddy Chad. I'm not sure if the video of his wife with the Ferrari California is going to come out before or after this. However, we had both of the cars in together. The California had Anrky AN35s. This Ghost has Anrky AN30s, 24-inch wheels, front and rear, staggered setup as well. So in the front, you can use a 255. In the rear, you get to use a 295. We of course have a lowered, and of course we also have the Rentec lowering module. So Chad can actually, through the use of an iPad or an Android tablet, control the height through there, maintain the height, so even when the car is rolling and gets over X amount of miles per hour, I believe it's 60 or 50, the car will maintain this height. So it looks really cool when it's rolling. He's got a bunch of things blacked out, some of the side marker here, the Spirit of Ecstasy, the side marker here as well, tinted, really dark, so I love this whole setup. The Anrky AN30s, they have brush clear centers, polished clear outers, and the inner barrel looks to be matte black, which doesn't really matter because what we did here and why it's here today was the Brembo Big Brake upgrade kit. So let's take a closer look at that. So I do apologize for the wheel being a little bit dirty. We actually drove this out to the photo shoot location so we can get you guys some really cool images. Hopefully we'll have it on our Instagram in a couple of days. But focusing on the Brembos, up front, the disc is 410 millimeters in the front, which is quite large. In the rear, we've got 380 millimeters, and these are slotted designs. So as you can see here, you got the lines that help with the cooling. Brembo also offers this in the cross drilled, which would have the more traditional holes, and something else that's called a Type 3, which is almost like a hybrid. It's kind of like this to the next level. It's got little indentations and grooves in not in a normal pattern. So, you know, you can give us a call and we can go through what's the benefit of each of those different designs. And then also they have different caliper colors. Now Chad originally had ordered red calipers with Brembo in white, but at the very last second he called me. He said, hey Dave, I think that's going to be a little bit too much. I kind of want to keep this sleek. So we went with the silver calipers and Brembo in red. I think it looks really good, especially since we don't have any color on the Anrky center cap. I think that the Brembo in red adds a nice little pop to it. If the Anrky center cap had some color to it, I would have said, hey, let's go back to something like maybe even a black caliper with white. But I think altogether, this looks really good. I jumped in the car, rides like a dream, even with the lowering ghost links, I should say, and rides like a dream with the Rentec module, and brakes really well. So this thing must weigh, I would estimate, about 5,500 pounds. Obviously, I might be wrong on that. People will let me know in the comments. However, the discs from Brembo, they are amazing. Its stopping power is unreal. So I think that Chad's really gonna enjoy this one. So that does it for this car. I'm gonna try and convince him to do a tune on this as well, just because when you have the twin turbos, you can get a lot of horsepower from just a tune, really, and it's quite affordable. The value is totally there when you're talking a couple thousand for horsepower gains of anywhere between 100 to 200. So that would be a super sleeper if I'm able to convince him on that. When the car came, he also said, hey Dave, I think I got a nail in my tire because I'm leaking air, and yep, I think you did get a nail there. Let's see what other cool projects we have going on. All right, guys, you've been watching the B-roll footage. To my right, we've obviously completed the SVJ Roadster. It's got the Anrky wheels, it's got the DME tune, all of the factory carbon, it's got the 1016 Industries performance exhaust, and I won't delay it any further. I want you guys to hear the before and after clips, so take a listen starting now. So forgive me if I'm speaking a little bit loud because we just heard the exhaust. Sounds outstanding, extremely loud. Was rocking the windows in the building, rocking the office doors. Everybody was coming outside looking to see what kind of ruckus we were causing. And of course it was from the naturally aspirated V12, but trying to get my bearings straight here again. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes on the wheel description. What we have here is the Anrky S3 X2. I believe this is the first time that we have featured this wheel on our channel. This was a new wheel for 2020 for Anrky Performance wheels, and not many people chose this design, and the reason that is because it is so complex, it is so aggressive, it's so forward thinking that it only really works well, in my opinion, on a car with extreme angles like the Aventador or any other Lamborghini for that matter. So you've got, if you focus in, you've got this traditional star pattern, but it's twisted, and then it has these extra spokes sticking out. So I think that's really cool. It's a very unique design. I know this was the baby of the designer, which is John Gutierrez at Anrky Wheels. We have a satin gold center. We have a polished gold outer. This one behind me is a 22-inch wheel. The front size is a 21-inch wheel. And so on these, we're gonna fit the 335, excuse me, the 335, 25, 22. The 355 is what the car comes with from factory. This is more of the look that you want for kind of just showing off what you have. You can go back to the smaller 2021 setup if he's gonna take it out on the track. Obviously we did the factory adjustments with some of the lowering, and we did the DME tune. So I love this wheel setup. I love it when the lip is polished with a color, because when the car is rolling, you're still gonna see that gold, shiny gold polish, and it looks really good. I know we did a gold Aventador Svj not too long ago. It had polished smoke for the lip, and when we did the rolling shots, you saw the very shiny smoke. So in this case, it would be the polished gold. Looks absolutely incredible. Of course, it's a center lock here. This wheel is also available in 5 lug, which you can kind of see the little indentations of where those 5 lugs would be. So if you're interested in this wheel, even if you have a Huracan and it's a 5 lug, let us know, we can do that for you. Moving our way to the real party trick of this car, the 1016 exhaust. Once the bumper is on and all of the panels on the engine bay are on, you can't really see the exhaust, which is a real shame because as you saw it in the B-roll, it's a really good looking system. You're maintaining the factory tips, you're maintaining the center exit. Thank God that this car is not on because I would be burning off my face right now. And I mean, it's an incredible system. It's high quality. It sounds amazing. It doesn't hurt the performance of the car, so it checks all of the boxes that you want. It really sets the car apart from other SVJs. You know, an SVJ is a special vehicle. It's a limited run. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, it might be 700-800 for the Roadsters. But when you have them side by side, you know, yeah, the colors are different and they're unique, but you want to be able to make that extra step away from something that's factory. And that's a big, big difference once you turn on the car and you make the other guy seem a little bit smaller with this sound.
I want you to call.
That does it for another episode here at Wheelsboutique. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to not work. I'm just gonna take this car out for a little drive. Let us know what you think in the comment section below about the look, the sound, and everything else. Take it easy, guys.